Hey VC, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to jump on and do an entry into the thread that Mike started. We know Mike over at MGK Boston. If you don't know Mike, go and check out his channel. Subscribe, check him out. So Mike is a runner. Yeah, I think a pretty serious runner at one time. I know he's slowed down in the game. He's mentioned on his videos and whatnot, but still, I know he's participated in the Boston Marathon. Now that's anybody who knows that's a pretty serious run. I mean, I was checking it out online. Just the criteria to qualify for that, I think, starts at like 4 hours to 3.5 hours, 3 hours for the youngest group, I guess it is. But still, anything like that to do 26, I think it's 26 miles. Correct me if I'm wrong. 26 and a bit, so just over 26 miles. That's phenomenal. So kudos to Mike. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So he's starting a theme. He started a thread about running. So it's run, run, run. And here, I'll just pull him up here on my little iPad. So you can see who Mike is. If you have not seen Mike's channel, check him out. There, I blow that up here. There, Mike, MGK Boston. So the thread, like I say, it's run, run, run is the theme. So a song or an album with a run in the title of it. Songs and albums with the word run. So that's what we're here to do today. And I picked out, since marathons are 26 miles, I picked out 26 records, and they're all vinyl. I decided just to go with vinyl. That's kind of my preferred medium choice of to present. So I've got other forms of media, of course, but I'm going to stick to records. And so I've got 26 of them to represent a marathon and with a run title. So let's get going, and we'll just go right through them. I'm not going to talk about each of them all too much unless warranted. The first one I'm going to get out of the way right away, and this is in honor of my grandsons. Specifically, you, Aiden, you, William. Love you, buddy. Jeepa's always thinking about you. So this is from the soundtrack for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the album. Fourth song on side 2 is called Run It. I think that song plays in the movie, close to the beginning where he's fighting on the bus with that other dude. And yeah, the grandkids love that song. They love this whole record, but that song gets going and they're going. So that's for you, boys. Next up, we're going to go with, oh yeah, I'm actually got the albums flipped upside down, so I don't know what the order is. They're not in any particular order as far as favoritism or anything. They're just 26 albums I grabbed. So Rainbow Rising, Run with the Wolf. Fantastic album. If you've not heard this, you definitely need to hear it. If you're into the hard rock, Ronnie James Dio, Richie Blackmore. I can't even speak right now. But anyway, Run with the Wolf. It's hard for me to present records without talking about them, so I'm trying to be more disciplined. Next up, sticking with that era, this is 77, I believe it is. Yeah, 77. And we got the Peter Frampton, I'm in You. The song on here is I'm a Roadrunner. Next up, some Canadian content, actually from right here in Montreal. He passed away here a couple of years ago. Jerry Doucette, Mama Let Him Play. The song is Keep On Running. We actually got a 2-for of Jerry Doucette. This one is The Deuce is Loose. Jerry Doucette. And the song here kicks off side 2, Run Buddy Run. Run Buddy Run. Next up, 1985's Bon Jovi, 7800 Degrees Fahrenheit. This would have been best known for In and Out of Love and Tokyo Road, but the song we're talking about running here is Always Run to You. That's the epitome of hair metal right there. It's not even metal in my opinion, but hey, I'm not getting into that. Next up, Riot, Born in America. And of course, this is Running from the Law, side 1. One of those bands I always thought should be way more successful. Anyway, there I go again. Sorry, Mike. One of my favorite records of all time, and it's Sweet Desolation Boulevard. Of course, everybody knows the big tune off here. Not everybody. I need to stop saying that, but the song on here is very popular, Fox on the Run. But the whole entire album is just ah, amazing, amazing. Next up, Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force, Marching Out. Song we're talking about on here, of course, is where the hell is it? Yeah, On the Run Again. Jeez, brain cramps. Brain cramps, On the Run Again. Looking at all these different albums. Anyway, yeah. Next up, A Flock of Seagulls. And of course, Iran was the big one on here. But also you could have chose You Can Run, which is on that side of the same, on the same side of that record. Another one in that vein of music that's top 40, not really new wave, but pop rock, I guess you'd call it. Mr. 1985 or something. None of this stuff really would have been in my wheelhouse then, but I'm much more open-minded now. Run to Her is the song on here. Run to Her. Sorry about the glare, guys. I'm doing what I can with it. One of my favorites of all time. And this one gets often overlooked in their catalog. I don't know why. I think it's a fantastic album. But this is the debut from Judas Priest, Rock-A-Rolla, with the alternate cover. I think that came out after their big brouhaha with Gull Records, or maybe this is just a reissue from the late 70s, early 80s. The original had the bottle cap on it, which I prefer, and that's what I have on CD. But the song on here in question is Run of the Mill, side B. And it's an incredible song. It just slowly builds. Anyway, yeah. I'm a huge Priest fan, so for me, it's an amazing album. And don't let anybody tell you different. Of course, it's subjective. It always is, right? Whatever floats your boat. I love it. Going to stick with Priest here for the next one as well. And this is another one that often is, given a rough ride or what's the word I'm looking for here, guys? It's just not ranked very high usually. I love this album personally, but it's Point of Entry. I know they were trying to go more commercial. Well, they weren't. The record label was. So, he had songs on here that were much more, I think the idea was to be more radio friendly. But anyway, I digress. The song on here is the last one on the album, On the Run. I think it's a great album personally, but there is an alternate version album cover for this one as well. But I believe this is the original, at least in North America here. Next up, Quiet Riot, Metal Health. And of course, the second song on side 2 is Run for Cover. I think a lot of my fellow hard rock metal fans would know this album inside and out. First metal album, I believe, to ever chart in the US or North America. Oops, I think I just kicked my pedestal there with the camera. Sorry about that. Next up, Night Ranger, Midnight Madness. And the song on here is Let Him Run. This one was probably best known for the Sister Christian track on here, but Let Him Run is the one that suits the MGK Boston theme. So we're going with that. Next up, some more Canadiana. Good band here from Canada. Should have done more, I think. Should have done better. I think it was just bad. Who knows what? Internal strife, bad direction. This particular record was actually produced by Bob Ezrin. So, this one's a good one. The Kings are here. And the song on here we're talking about is Run Shoes Running. Run Shoes Running. Hard to focus when it's that small print, and I don't have a lot of good lighting here, so you'll have to take my word for it if you don't know the record, or you can look it up. Next up, Crocus, One Vice at a Time. This is a good album. My buddies and I used to play the shit out of this album. Most of the Crocus stuff we were into. In fact, all of it, to be honest. I'm on the Run is the track we're talking about here. They also do a cover of the Guess Who's American Woman on this album. But yeah, I'm on the Run by Crocus. Next up, Loudness, Thunder in the East. Kicking off side 2 is Run for Your Life. This is the Rocktober reissue from a while back. I don't know. It's actually on red vinyl, 2017, I think it was. But yeah, we got some Stray Cats, Built for Speed. Of course, the song on here is The Runaway Boys. Love this kind of rockabilly. It's just a good change up. I like a lot of different types of music, so if I lose my hard rock metal card over that, then so be it. I don't need cards anymore. I'm beyond that. I don't give a shit about that anymore. I like what I like. Def Leppard, High and Dry. Could have picked a couple of tunes off here. I think this is probably their best record. I don't know. The first 3, I actually like all 3. But you got me running and another hit and run. You could have picked either one of those off this one. This is their second after On Through the Night, and then came Pyromania after that. And what they did after that, I have no idea. Could care less. Next up, we got Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time and the Loneliness of a Long Distance Runner. 1987, would that have been? 86, wow. Hey, 40 years on, you'll start to forget too. Next up, sticking with Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast. And of course, Run to the Hills. Sometimes I feel like I don't even have to finish my sentences. Like I assume people will know, but I shouldn't do that. Give everybody a fair shake. But Run to the Hills, Number of the Beast. And the best from Iron Maiden as far as a running theme. Yeah, you know it. Running Free. Just 16. Pickup truck. Out of money. Out of luck. First couple albums by Iron Maiden, I don't think they can't be topped. I mean, but that's subjective, of course. And then what are we at here? We're at 24. We're almost at the end here. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. Song on here would be Take It on the Run. This was a huge album for REO Speedwagon. When was this? 1980. Yeah, it was. I mean, they had hit after hit on this one, but Take It on the Run, baby. And next up, The Dream Academy, 1985. Boy, I might definitely lose my hard rock metal card over this one. But yeah, In Places on the Run. But you know what? There's some, there's a time and a place for everything, isn't there? I think there is. So the hell with it. 1985. So The Dream Academy. And the next up, when I was going through my records, this is kind of funny. Trois. 3 of them. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion. I know one of them is really bad shape, and the other 2, I don't know. But yeah, You Better Run would be the tune on here. I think that's the only one with the running theme. This is a really good album, actually. I love Pat Benatar, always have. But You Better Run. In fact, little tidbit about that, and that's the only tidbit I'll give here, is I think that was one of the first songs Robert Plant ever recorded back in the 60s, before Zeppelin. It's a cover. I forget who did it originally. You Better Run. Also a band here in Canada, Toronto did that song as well, You Better Run, on their first album, Looking for Trouble. Some little tidbits. And since marathons are just over 26 miles, 26 and something, Mike will know. Ask Mike. The last one I'm going to present is not really a record, at least not in this format, but it's one of my favorite bands up here in north of the border. Us Canucks know all about them. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. Gord, rest in peace. The Tragically Hip Road Apples. It's their second full-length album. They did do an EP and then Up to Here after that, and then this one, Up to Here. The song in question here is Long Time Running. And just an incredible band. I think those who have not heard them are the ones who are missing out. Everything they did is solid stuff. Rest in peace, Gord. So that's my entry for Mike's thread over there. Run. So run over there and check them out. Subscribe if you haven't. Get on the thread. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. I mean, it's built-in content for me. I love these kind of things because I don't have to do a hell of a lot. Somebody else comes up with the ideas and I jump on here, and I just like presenting my records and sharing with the YouTube community and vinyl community. So thanks for doing it, Mike. I see a lot of people doing it, and yeah, I tried to avoid doing others. Well, at least the ones I saw that others have done, but that's impossible. I know, but I'll leave it at that. Thanks everybody for watching. If you liked it, like it, all that stuff, and hope to see you again soon here at Twanger's Turntable. Okay, take care, everyone. Cheers.